Hey, this is Dan from TrueTrader.net with a recap for March 16th to March 20th. This was a pretty bloody week in the market. Thankfully, we stayed safe as always and made some nice money. So let's get straight into our trades for the week. I'm not going to waste anyone's time. I know it's the weekend and we all want to go enjoy with our families. So our first trade on March 16th on Monday was on Disney. We got long Disney in the high 92s. Once it made a nice bounce off the lows and the dip held, we got long Disney, and Adriano, our moderator, sold Disney in the 94s, 95s, and 96s. And by the way, for whoever is in the chat, you already know this, but for whoever is watching the video and doesn't know who we are or what we do or is new to True Trader, we call all of our trades live in real time and ahead of time in chat and on stream. So nothing here is after the fact. Every single trade I talk about in this video are trades we actually took live with real money for our members in the room. Again, everything is there in the chat logs if you want to go look for yourself if you decide to sign up, if you aren't already in the room. Anyway, so that was Disney, $1.70 per share net. Next, on Monday, was on PG. PG had a pretty nice spike out the gates. I remember this one pretty vividly. Yes, PG had a nice spike out the gates. PG from 101 to 109, 110s. We got short PG in the 109s and 110s. Covered some in the 108 70s for roughly 2 points. And then once it started to hold and it couldn't snap lower, we gave it a few minutes. And then once it pushed back above 109, we stayed safe by taking off the rest for just about $1 per share. I mean, look, if the stock is up from 101 into 110s, pulls back a little bit, but just starts to hold with a lower volume, I mean, now it's in a position where it can continue to squeeze. Ideally, you'd want to see a nice blow off top and then come right back down into 107s and 106s. You don't want to see it hold in the 108s, 109s and move higher, right? So once it's pushed back above 109, even though there was not much volume on the push, I just took it off for a point just to stay safe. And I was going to reshort it higher on a fast spike. It didn't really have any fast spikes. I was hoping it can spike fast into 114, 115s. Instead, it just had a slow grind up, so I avoided it throughout the rest of the day. And those were our two trades for Monday. Next was Boeing on the 17th on Tuesday. Boeing on the 17th had a pretty nice washout from 130s down to 115s, 110s, 107s. So what happened was, I told the room when it was in the 115 somewhere in here that I'm going to buy Boeing at 105 and 100.2. Okay, so Boeing came down. I got long half size in the 105s with my other half sitting at 100.2. I wish that it came by roughly a point, missed it, and bounced right back up. I took off everything in the 109s for roughly 4 points due to the fact that I did not get my fill in the 100.2, and I was looking to have a 102.50 average or so. I was looking to have a mid 102s average, and instead I missed it by a point, and my average was in the 105s. So if it came back down, I didn't want to go from green to red. I was staying safe. If the 100.2 came, if it came down one more point and I got the fill, yes, I would have held probably half of the position for a move up into 120s, 125s, like what happened over here for the squeeze. But I was staying safe due to the fact that my average was not where I wanted it to be. I wanted worst case scenario. I got the fill at 100.2, and then if it comes back down below and holds below 105, I can take it off at break even. I did not want to go from green to red, so therefore on this quick pop, I just took it off for 4 points. So that was Boeing on the 17th of March. That was our only trade for the day. Next was, oh, and by the way, the options on these trades, they just did phenomenal. I got multiple DMs in the room from members who made multiple hundreds of percent on this Boeing trade alone. So that was pretty nice to see. Next was JKS on the 18th. We got short JKS out the gates at 15.1. Yep, right here. JKS, we got short at 15.1. Pretty much caught the top. That was pretty sweet. Covered for only 50 cents in the 1450s. A minute later, that was a really fast trade. Obviously, in hindsight, should have held it. Came right back down. So that was a sweet, sweet pop. But again, in this market environment with the VIX being so high and volatility just going through the roof, the way we're staying safe is we're taking the easy, predictable money, the high probability trades, and we're holding pieces. Yes, in hindsight, I should have held some for the winner. On JKS, I mean, it just happened so fast, right? Boom, here's from 12s to 15s. Instantly, a minute later, up 50 cents per share on a $15 stock for a day trade. Right, within 1 minute, you're up 50 cents a share. Even if you have only 1,000 shares, that's half a grand in a minute, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure you'll take that as well. So that was JKS, 50 cents over here. Again, in hindsight, yep, did what it did, but nobody has a crystal ball. All we can do is react and take the easy money. And then obviously there are situations where we're on the right side of the move, we're on the correct side of the trend, and we'll hold it for the home run. But on JKS, it was a fade, so I was looking to get in and out, easy, low stress, and no risk over there. Next was Chef. On the 19th, we took Chef for a swing, bought Chef in the 4.6s, held it overnight. I sold the piece in the 5.7s. I'm still holding this, so yeah, locked in over $1 per share on this one. That's pretty nice. Over $1 per share on Chef locked in, but I am holding Chef for a move back up into 8s, 9s, and 10s, considering that I came down from 30 and 40 in just 30 days. So this thing is down over 80% in a month. And it's a pretty solid company. I'm pretty positive it may take a few weeks, it may take a few months, it may take a few days. But it's going to go back to 9s, 10s, 11s, and 12s. That's just, it's going to happen. So this is my swing trade on Chef. I got in at 4.6, 4.7s, locked in some for a point, just to stay safe in case it comes back down below. I can re-add lower. I'm going to add this down to $2 per share. I hope it gets down to 2. I have room to add down at $2 per share. If this gets down to $2 per share, I'm going to make at least a 5x on a bounce back up into 10s and 11s. I know it's going to happen. So hopefully it comes down to 2s and we can make 500%. That'll be a pretty phenomenal swing trade if that comes. If not, that's okay too. We're locked in from 4.7 and 4.7 to 9s and 10s. You know, that's double. I'll take that, no problem. Pretty easy trade, low stress, buying at the lows. Pretty much no risk here. They are not going to go bankrupt. Next for the 19th was DAL. DAL. On Delta Airlines, we got long at 20.77. Bum, bum, bum. On the 19th, right over here. Yep, right here. On Delta, came down from 23s straight within the first 10 minutes into 20. So once it held for a little bit and pushed above this 2050 level and started to have a nice bidder in there, higher low, got long at 20.77 and obviously had a stop below 20 if that came, had roughly an 80-cent stop, and sold it in the high 21s and low 22s for about $1.40 net over there. So made back 2 times the risk on Delta. That was pretty easy, no stress. I just got the entry and straight up from there. That was pretty nice. On the 19th, our next trade was Win. Win, we got short at 49.2. Okay, so Win from 38 to 49s, right? Oh my God, like a $10 move in literally 30 minutes. Got short at 49.2. I remember Win got halted in the 48s. It had a volatility halt, and then it opened up in the 49s, and it was struggling to get a bid going, and the bidders were just getting slammed, and the offers came in, and it just could not get above 50. So that was really obvious, super clear. Called it short in the room. Got short at 49.20, and boom, a minute later it follows a point. I cover some of the 48.10s, and I cover the rest in the 47s. Was all done there. Again, that's the easy, predictable, low stress money. There's no reason to hold and guess whether it goes up or down. Just reacting. Here's the reaction. Here's the pullback. Okay, I'm all done, all out, easy money, right? Very small risk. And our last trade was on the 20th on Friday from Adriano. Adriano, our moderator, got short TCP at 29.26, and he covered in the 28s. And he held a piece and covered that in the 27. So that's pretty cool how he got that just before the close. Made a nice 1.5 over there. Again, all of these trades were entering at such extreme levels that it's very hard for them to move against us. So we're pretty much almost always instantly in the money. And that's pretty nice to see in this market environment where most traders are losing and blowing up. I mean, we're just making win after win after win. Not to sound cocky or anything, but it's true. If you're in the room, you see it every single day. We're just making wins after wins after wins. And that's cool to see how even in times like this where the VIX is so high and volatility is so high, we're still pretty much trading as if it was a normal environment and it's not really affecting us. We're still profitable. So that's good to see. All winning trades for this week, all winning days as well. 5 for 5, Monday through Friday. That was our week, guys. That was our week. If you aren't in the room and want to give us a shot, just press the link below. It's in the description. You can come join us and see how it's like for yourself. If you're an active trader, I promise you'll like what we have to offer in the room. if you're looking to get into trading and you aren't an active trader yet, this is, in my opinion, the place to be at, okay? I mean, you want to be surrounded by a group of professional traders who make high probability trades on a daily basis each and every morning. I mean, that's where you want to be if you want to grow, right? So I wish you all a wonderful weekend. Please stay safe. We are actually in lockdown here. Not lockdown, but it's more of a shelter in place in the Bay Area in California, especially in Santa Clara County. It's pretty bad over here. So I'm not going to go outside. I'm going to stay home. I'm actually with my family now. I'm with them, so I don't want them to feel lonely, So I'm enjoying my time, even though it's a lockdown. So just making the best out of the current situation, right? Social distancing might be the new norm for a little bit. So just trying to make the best out of it with my family. And anyways, I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and I'll see you Monday morning.